Hello and welcome back. My name is Kira and this is episode 16 of our Let's Play Sunless guys. So we've just left Traitor's Wood, I want to say, and we're on the way back to Leadbeater and Stain Road Nature Reserve so we can hand in our cage catch, but we need to stop over at Port Avon, I think, to get some fuel because I have none. Well, I have two, but it's probably not enough to get me to, where I want to go. So, hey, what can you do? So I'm just going to share some gossip and get more extra supplies. Because I have plenty of gossip to share at the moment, I think. So, anyway, I'll meet you when we get to the reserve because I'm now somewhat confident that I can actually get there without getting our locomotive destroyed. And we've seen enough footage of me floating in the skies whilst I ramble on about things. But yeah, see you there. Okay, so we're actually at the reserve and I've bought more supplies and stuff to get myself fueled up. Now we're ready to hand in our cage catch to the superior researcher. She claps her hands when she sees what you've brought her. It's too long since I've gotten my hands on a half-decent vector. I shall have to let it loose in the reserve to see then... What? You're going to let it loose? But we might have Okay. Unethical scientific research aside, let's just continue. I shall have to let it loose in the reserve when we're done here. Now, tell me everything. She smiles serenely when you're finished. Luckily for us, the fungus is a lesser intelligence, severed from one infinitely greater. Its methodologies are undoubtedly crude, as you'll see if you'll just step this way. Okay, we're stepping where? What's happening? Watch the superior researcher's demonstration. Should I be concerned? Because I feel like I should be concerned. But anyway. The panicky factor steps aside, complaining about a sudden headache. My sight's gone all oozy, most distressing. Coward. Anyway, the superior researcher does not notice the interruption. She hands you a watering can, for when it's over, and a poker. You probably won't need it. Before unlocking the cage. She picks up two samples of mushrooms in her hands, the violet crocus and the golden cap, like molten butter, and advances on the creature. Continue watching demonstration. Okay. The creature lets out a low moan as she begins applying the purple fungus to its flank. Slowly but surely the flesh begins to stir as pores gently sprout. A sky heals before being overrun with new pods. Quickly! The can! As the fruiting beast is doused, the researcher quickly applies the golden fungus. Right? What does that mean? She gives you an expectant smile. We're lucky in that this is a lesser mushroom, an unworthy mushroom. Indeed, I might go as far as to say that the mushroom that should never have been spored. She glares at the flaking purple fungus on her desk. This is one of the verdants, albeit a very corrupted one. It has healing properties, though its horizons are very limited. They like collecting things. She rubs a bit of golden sleep from her eyes. If you want to find what happened to the colonists, look for a very large fungus on Hybris. Believe me, there will be one. The rest will become apparent. Have they become mushroom people? Ask the phlegmatic researcher about his completed research. Because we haven't actually finished the research, we messed it up. But anyway. He welcomes you to the table with a looming, "Sit down, sit down." He calls for one of his scouts to pour you a brandy. Thanks to the hard labor of my fine colleagues, we've done it. Witness the culmination of their efforts. An orchard is growing outside. The trees all bear well. One cannot say fruit, for they bear potatoes or carrots, whilst others have ears of corn like hanging from pine cones. The phlegmatic researcher raises his glass. I call them sapling knots. With careful discipline, it's possible to harness the reacher's chaos and abundance. After that, one may dictate growth. Wood may be negotiated with. Right. Does he want us to collect more things? No. We're done with that. Oh, do we still have a list? Oh, he's researching again, so we've got a list again. So we can hand in more stuff and still get more money. from him, because that's what's important. Alright, so we're going to go back to Hybris, I think, to find out what's actually happened. And considering that I have a feeling that we're going to be doing one of those expedition thingies, I'm going to pack in as much fuel and supplies as I can into my little ship. Which isn't a lot, but it's the best I can do. So, unless I'm willing to jettison some of this stuff, which I am not really. So, off we go. We also have to go back to Carolyn and just deliver this stuff, but I really want to know what happened to Hybris, so I'm going to go back to Hybris. I'll again stop on the way in Port Avon to hand in more of the supply stuff. I also would like to pick up some crew members because I only have 8 left. And you might have noticed from my hull that I may or may not have done a few things. So, you know. Maybe I'll have to go to New Winchester. I'll go to New Winchester. The only thing I would say is that it would be really, really nice to have like a mini-map or like, you can like click and assign a port that you want to go to so that you know which direction you're headed and without having to refer to the map every 2 seconds. But that's the only kind of downside to the game so far. Besides the difficulty thing I talked about before. And I was really wrong. I think I already talked about it before, but the legacy that I thought I got from the captain wasn't actually a legacy. The only thing you get from the captain is the continuation of your locomotive, which may or may not have all of the attachments still on it. Like, you might actually lose some of the attachments during the inevitable explosion that ends up in the death of your previous captain. But all of the choosing the fatter stuff is actually during a level up that I never applied because I didn't realize that you could just click on the portrait when you level up and be able to choose your different facets. So, yeah, my bad. But you do get the money and anything you saved in the bank. So anything you don't need and you're passing by Winchester, I would highly suggest you put it in the bank. That way, on your next captain, if you do have to need one, you can start off a lot easier that way. But anyway, on with the adventure. Ooh, a fungal fragment. In sky suits and spore masks, your crew hauls a porous asteroid aboard. The top half is veiled by a mash of fungus, like minty crolinen. Lichen of all shades cling to the undersides of the rock. Oh, I think we've done this before. I'm going to get the fungal stuff for the research people, because that's what they've asked for before. And we didn't deliver it. And I can always kill the other creatures and needed to do that. That's fine. And they don't take up room in my ship, so that's good. I keep calling it ship. It's a locomotive, but, you know, I still call it a ship. It still feels like a ship. I'm terrible at driving this ship. And I will be honest, most of the damage done by that to my hull was because I bashed into a wall. Because I am good. And I fly well. I'm fantastic at it. And if you ever watch me play Anthem or, you know, Apex Legends where there's flying mechanics, the crashing is not my fault. The wall just appeared. It just, yeah, not me. It's the wall. But anyway, New Winchester, gonna haul stuff in the bank, buy more supplies, and then I'll see you when something interesting happens in Hybris, hopefully. Okay, so I've killed one of those ships that looks like it's been possessed, and it's got a thing that says guest evicted. The stolen home bursts open under gunfire. Thousands of wriggling guests spill into the night, glistening like ooze from the blister after it was lanced. That sounds horrid. Absolutely horrid. But I'm going to just scrap it for hull because... And I only got 6 out of it, goddamn. It's not a lot. There's like a massive battle going on here. I've already killed one marauder. This is the second marauder. I'm going to just kill it now. There we go. Loot it. And get more hull. There we go. Done. Hey, don't shoot at me. I just saved your freaking ass. You know what? Screw you. If you're going to be a dick about the fact that I just saved you, then I'm going to shoot you. And I'm going to win because I have a better gun than you. The people these days. Well, we're going to pillage the ship. Oh, and fail, and lose a crew member. God damn. But I got a Tale of Terror and I needed one, so it's fine. Wait, I'm going the wrong way now. See, this is what happens. You've got me all turned around. But anyway, we're almost at Hybris, and you'll notice that I've got a lot of fuel and a lot of stuff. I've also upgraded my ship to have more hold space, more crew space, but then I forgot to recruit more crew, so I still only have, not many. And two guns that are the good guns. So hopefully I can pretty much take on anything now. And I'm going to say really big hopefully there because I'm still not super confident, but I am generally confident that I can get about. I'm not sure what's going to happen in Albion, like if there's going to be more enemy types, etc. But we'll get to Albion hopefully soon because I really do want to see a new map because this one's almost all like unlocked. There's this little area here around the edges, and I'll explore that shortly thereafter. But I still need to go back to Port Prosper and then drop off what they need, and then also deal with the people in Carolyn and all that stuff as well. So there's like a heap of stuff to do. I think the only challenge bit is that there is just so much time spent flying that honestly you can get so much out of this game in terms of like time wise. Like it's a good game to spend a long time just floating about. And because there's a lot of floating about, I do find that it's really would be quite easy to spend a good deal of time just enjoying the like enjoying a good podcast and stuff and enjoying the game really. I'm not sure if I actually want to forage. I thought I could look for people. What's happening? Actually, I'll give them a bit of morale boost for my crew to reduce my terror. Let's go back to Hybris Deserted. Okay, so we need to search for write the port report, as always. That's important. Need to stop forgetting about port reports. Anyway, search for a very large fungus. There we go. You and the Tacketies factor hunt for several hours through the fungal forest, calling to each other in the marshy fog. The Tacketies factor eventually retires from the Brendan for a restorative, leaving you to press on. I think that's code for alcohol, but anyway. You're just emerging from a promising bog when you spy a cloud of violet spores. It does not take long to locate the source, a wobbling tower of dripping purple mushroom. Okay. The colonist's house approach the fungus tower. It looms unhappily above you. In a certain light, it looks as though several smaller purple caps have fused together, like a circle of dancers covered in aspic. You strike a match before the membranes of the mushroom cap. The air smells like burning oil. Shred of tendrils smolder and wither as the veils of mushrooms on tower parts, unleashing spores that float lazily towards you. One changes course in the air, and it does not miss you. Uh-oh. Burn the spores away or let it reach you? I have a feeling one of these options might end up in my death, and I think this one might end up in my death. Let them land on the golden fungus? I mean, it seemed to help before, but you watered it, and I don't seem to have any water. Let's do the golden fungus. You draw out the oily caps of golden mushrooms. Spores alight on it. For one brief moment, the gold is speckled with a pinpoint of violet. Then the fungus in your hand erupts in a frenzy of tendrils, which extrude towards the fungal tower and take root. Within a few minutes, the tower is entirely golden. The violet fungus have been succeeded to the aggressor. Beneath the newly golden skin, you can make out the human shapes huddled together. The colonists have been thoroughly colonized. Oh, God, ew. The colonists... Well, we might as well tell her, yeah, we can... it's horrible fate, but she better know the truth. It's better to know the truth and then grieve than to wander for eternity. The panicky factor looks up from her tea when you return to Brendan. Didn't let it steep long enough, she sighs. Back to it? Her eyes widen when you explain that there is no need. She sits in silence for a long while when you finish. At what price use? I can't help but wonder if we're... She shakes her head. London looks after his servants. Should you need assistance in the future, I'll put in a word. She intends to remain in Hybrids a little longer, yet, and will not be departing with you. Okay. Well, we've gained another cryptic benefactor. I don't know what they'll do for me, but sure. Why not? Okay. We can go to the shops. There's nothing in the shops. I don't know who is banning the shops, considering, everyone's been fungus to death, but, I guess we didn't manage to save the colonists, which is not so good. And I didn't need all those supplies, so I'm just going to map the edges of the map now, I guess. But anyway, unless something interesting happens, I will see you when we're actually, back in Carillon. Oh! I think I found a new port. Oh, it's a transit relay to Eleutheria, which is a whole new area. It's a different map. Nice. Where we can't go because we don't have the permit and we don't have enough stuff for it. Oh, well, and we don't have enough sovereigns to pay them off. Never mind, we'll remain in the reach. It's fine. We're good. But we now know where it is. I'll have a last little bit look in the darkness here, and then I guess I'll go off the other direction. I have enough supplies and stuff to make it. Thanks to my blatant disregard for difficulty levels and then setting it at the easiest mode with less fuel reduction and supply reduction. I honestly don't think this game is playable otherwise, and don't tell me otherwise, because, actually, I don't have much of a pride when it comes to games to be hurt, so it's fine. If you can do it, you're amazing, and I'm sorry that I can't meet your expectations. Oh, but anyway. On with the mapping. See if we can come across a new port or something. That would be awesome. Okay, what on earth is that? A curator. Well, I'm going to attack it. Oh god. Oh god, what is that? Oh my! Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god, this is horrible. And I think it's going to kill me. That did so much damage. No, please go away. Please go away. Holy freaking shit! Is that like a boss mob? Is there boss mobs in this game? Look how much damage it did! 22 pieces of hull just gone like that. Oh, Jesus! Okay, my self-confidence when it comes to survivability has now vanished, and it's now chasing me. And I am terrified. I am legit terrified. We are going to die. I don't even know where I can go. I'm so lost. I am literally just panic driving at this point, and I've damaged my hull even more. Mother freaking hell. It looked like a giant bat, and it looked pretty innocuous, and now I really, really regret attacking it. I am going. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I am not in your little area again. Crap. It's like that moment in like any video game. You think it's like an innocuous creature, so you muck with it, and then it murders you. Like Skyrim. I've never played a Zelda game. So there's me. I've never played an Elder Scrolls game. I gleefully enter into, Skyrim, and I'm happy, and it looks good. I haven't even modded it, and it still looks fairly good, and I'm a bit excited. And the first thing I do, I get to Riverside, and I do the very, I guess, naive thing as a newbie Skyrim player, and I decide to go and attack a chicken, because like every MMORPG taught me that is the best way to gain like chicken meat and stuff, and it's important to gather resources when you first start a game. So there's me, no idea what I'm doing. I decide to attack a chicken. Next minute, all of the villagers attack me, and I die. It's like, are you fucking like serious? Like, that's it. But anyway, it's what happens. We're going to try to gain some, lose some terror. Why not? There we go. Reduce terror is always a good thing. Anyway, so we're on the way. We're still mapping, and hopefully there's not as many terrifying creatures in this way that I want to go. Oh, that's Somerset Camp. I thought that was Traitor's Wood, but never mind. Anyway, I'll see you when something interesting happens, other than like my little chicken story. Though when I did actually play my first Zelda game, which is Breath of the Wild, I didn't attack any chickens because by that point I had heard all about the chickens and learnt about it being a trope that I did not know about because in the MMORPG world, you don't really have that. Not in the MMOs I've ever played. But anyway. Oh, I've leveled up. Forgot about that. We want to raise our hearts and mirrors even more. Hearts and mirrors, heart and mirrors, heart and mirrors, heart and mirrors. We're going with a Lost Love. I think we've done Lost Love before. But oh no, I chose Heart and Might. God damn. Well, it's fine. It's another trade I'm trying to raise anyway. I'm just leaving the veils alone because I don't want to spread myself too thin. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but whatever. I mean, so far our captain seems to be progressing quite nicely. You know, I feel like it. Apollo's the one. She or he, they will be able to actually retire. That's the plan. I think it's a he. It's a bit hard to tell with just a cameo, and I don't think it really matters. Apollo. And it could be like, you know, Dishonored and how Emily's lover is always referred to as they. I think it's quite lovely. Right, so I've run into a bit of a problem. So I've just casually stumbled way into like the deep wood, trying to clear out the dark areas of the map, and I've had to deal with three screaming lady thingy majiggies, the terrible ones. I've done that. They're dead. But now my ship is badly damaged, moving at a very snail's pace because I'm going against the freaking wind, and I'm now really kind of terrified that I'm about to lose my captain because I have 4 hull left. This is not good. This is so not good. Oh God. I was going really well. You're in possession of a certain otherworldly artifact. It started to appear to you in the dreams. Well, we need to reduce our terror. Let's just smash it. Oh God, our terror is so high because we're in this wind thingamajiggy. Um, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get out of here, but I really, oh my God, visitation. Some time ago, you had to remove a bristle mustached corpse from the front of your engine. Now the corpse is back. It is knocking politely on the exterior hatch and asking if you can come in. Not for long, you understand, just to warm up. It's chilly outside. Indeed, it's very chilly outside. Screw that. We're not letting in a terrible thing. You open the hatch and the corpse thanks you as it enters. Its knees cackle and pop as it takes a seat in the passage. As it warms its icicle fingers on a steam pipe, it makes deliberate small talk. It complains about the weather. It compliments your locomotive. After a few minutes, it stands, thanks you for your kindness, and shakes your hand. How cold it still is. An icy gust blows in as it opens the exterior hatch and steps out. Brr, stoker, add more fuel to the engine. Right. We just spoke to a demon, angel, I don't know, corpse thingy majiggy. This is really, really bad. I am literally moving at a snail's pace. Like, there is no speedometer, so I can't see how fast I'm going, but I honestly think that it'll be faster to just walk than what it's doing right now. But I need to get away from the freaking wind and maybe make it to Somerset so I can get some supplies so I can map the rest of this area. I've only got this bit and this bit left, and then this huge chunk over here. But I just want to map the area. I don't know if I can get out of this alive, guys. I really don't. But please pray for me. Um, and on that note, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, because I'm not going to make you sit here and watch as I slowly make my way through this area. Oh God. Oh, I dodged the wrong way. Well, there you go. You didn't have to watch me go through all that. We've died. So I am going to die. And I shall see you next episode with a new captain and I think it's a fitting end for Apollo. He died in battle. God of War, he was certainly not. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the farewell to yet another captain. I hope you're keeping count, because I've certainly lost them. And I will see you with a new captain and a dice roll to see what we ended up with our ship. But anyway, ta-da! I hope you have a lovely, lovely day.